It's time. Video 17's Good Friday, brought to you by our friends at McWilliams Walden. Every week, we bring you inspiring stories from right here in our community, stories of kindness, resilience, people who are making a real difference. Today, we are shining a light on the Wounded Heroes Fund, a local nonprofit dedicated to supporting veterans and their families with essential services and unwavering care. Here to share more about their mission is Wendy. Hi, Wendy.
Hi.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
We were just talking the last time we were hanging out. I was at your facility.
You were sitting at the you were sitting at the counter in our kitchen.
Now you're in my hot seat.
I know. Thank you for letting me in.
No, thank you so much for coming. So let's talk about what you do. What is the heart of the Wounded Heroes Fund and your mission?
Yeah, so my dad is a Vietnam veteran, and it was a rough go for him and our family, so we decided to do something for these veterans coming home now.
Yeah.
And so we have a facility. It's pretty much just social services, you know, whatever we can do, whatever the veteran and their family needs to help them become creative, active in our community, and being able to give back and use the tools that they have, and just reminding them that they can give back to our community, and just setting them up for success.
What would you say is one of the biggest, struggles that local veterans are dealing with right now?
I think right now we're seeing a lot of food insecurity. So, what started as a tiny food pantry a few years ago has now become one of our top programs.
Yeah.
You've been there. So we feed hundreds of people out of our little food pantry every month.
And I love that there's so many layers to the food pantry. You have your monthly boxes, you have even the little sack lunches for people to come in, emergency kits.
Yeah.
There's so many different resources just to feel that food insecurity need.
Right.
So beyond the food pantry, let's talk about some of the other services that you provide to our vets.
Right. So we have a computer lab so that they can come in, use the computer, use our Wi-Fi. A lot of the VA does telehealth now. So we do have our conference room with a big screen. They can go in there, close the door, and have their private telehealth. They also can come in, and our guys have gotten pretty efficient of getting through the VA system.
Yeah.
So they can come in and our guys can sit down with them and help them get through whatever they need to get through on the VA system. We do a lot of peer-to-peer support, some alternative therapies. We try to walk that line of, here's the mental health, and we're going to offer some alternative things that go step to step with that.
I love that you include that, because I feel like a lot of veterans do struggle with their mental health, and there's things beyond, medication and therapy that can be done, and it's usually hard to get access to those programs.
Yes, it is, and everything we do is free for the veteran and their families. So for us, we're able to have a place where they can come and feel safe. Anybody that greets them is a veteran themselves. They can come in. I mean, even if they just want to come in and have a cup of coffee and sit down and talk to people that will relate and understand what they're saying and going through. So it's really just supplying a safe place for them to be.
Having that safe space, I think, is one of the biggest things for people. Is there a story that stands out to you of somebody being able to take, shelter and have that safe space?
Yeah, we had a young man a few years ago that was living in his car. So he would come in every day, and we have a washer and dryer, we have a shower, so he was able to come in, do laundry, use our Wi-Fi, charge his things. We were able to feed him. In the process, getting him connected with other agencies. We're part of the Veteran Collaborative, so getting to know him and seeing what else he needed. So, on that journey, it took a couple of months, but we got him into a permanent housing apartment and got him set up, got a job, and he's doing great now. So just those kinds of stories, having the facility that we have where they are safe and they're comfortable, and we can make that full circle and get them back out in our community.
I love that so much. So let's talk about community and community involvement. How can people get involved with helping you continue your mission?
Yeah, so we're starting a new program, community partner program. It's going to be revealed, I think, next week on our website. So it's really about helping us keep that building open, helping us keep that that safe zone. You walk in and you've been there. It feels like home. You're not walking into a medical clinic. You're not walking into a mental health clinic. You walk in and you feel at home. And we can do so much under that roof. Pretty much anything under social services we can provide there. And we can also do multi-agencies. If a veteran comes in and we know they're going to need a lot of different things to get them on the road to recovery, we can have multiple agencies come there. Well, they just have to come one place, sit down, and ask for help one time, right? So the community partnership, we just want to try to get people more involved and actually see when they make a donation, see what they're actually doing and how they're actually affecting the families here in our county.
Well, thank you so much, Wendy. We're going to put the Wounded Heroes Fund information on the screen. So if you are a veteran, maybe your spouse is a veteran, please share this information. And if they need any assistance, please reach out to us.
Yeah, thank you.